Fast fashion and its vicious appetite for cheap and rapid production comes at a cost. These big brand corporations are taking advantage of sacred land and are completely wiping down our forests. These forests are our sacred land. We are destroying the habitats for this fauna and damaging the vital ecosystems that purify the air we all breathe. Did you know that over 200 million trees are chopped down annually? It is our time to use this platform and power of Beauties for a Cause to address this environmental issue. Why are we damaging something that stood before us? Today, let's use our Beauties for a Cause to address this global crisis.
Two.
So,
20 seconds.
Just to recap, sustainable fashion is an all-inclusive term which refers to products, practices, activities, and stakeholders. We, you, and me are all stakeholders aiming to achieve a carbon-neutral footprint on the earth. Sustainable fashion is eco-friendly. While it may be expensive, we have to be willing to pay more to create a change or stop shopping with brands that don't support the environment. We need to become more eco-conscious. Fast fashion produces 10% of all CO2 emissions in the earth. Us as the Americas would like to donate this bag of clothing to the Miss Earth organization for future generations of delegates to come. And we definitely hope that our other continents and eco-sisters here today will join us in this small step to make a bigger difference. We have the facts, we have the solutions. Together we can! Thank you.
Amazing teams, Americas. Thank you so much, everyone. Please stay on stage, okay? All right, guys, that was good, isn't it? You guys like it? Very nice, very nice. Thank you for talking about fast fashion. As we're all understanding, fast fashion is something that the young generation is focused on very hardly on the past few years, but now it's time to change, right? And Miss Earth 2023 is also one of the first steps for all the young generation out there, especially the audience who are watching us live on Miss Earth and Miss Earth Vietnam page. Please be aware. So we're gonna have some Q&A from our church for you guys, okay? Again, guys, this part, no timing, okay? So any of our church have any question? We're gonna do one question first. All right, Mr. Michael, our chairman of Italian Chambers.
Hi, I can stand or stay? First of all, I would congratulate for the project. Fast fashion is one of the high topics in the world because people is crazy to buy, and then we forgot that we still keep some clothes. The question is related, how can this project should be really sustainable? Because we talk about the project, we talk about the solution that we see, but in your opinion, which is the most important solution that this project will be sustainable? Thank you.
Thank you.
Xin chào Việt Nam. Thank you. So, about the question, we need to start from the beginning or for the actions. For me, for example, I have business. The new one business I have is like a store to sell clothes just by women. But I say, okay, I do something different. In my community, Samana, Dominican Republic, I start this business to women and to make the clothes for her hands. So we can start to, some actions can be different. When we start we have 2 women, and now I have 10 women. It's not just you can change the climate actions, but it's another opportunity to women's empowerment women and have another economy. So now we have 10, But the most important thing is the clothes is created by her hands. So we can do the best we can every day. And now in the community, we are like so important projects or corporate, the people can do something different and can add like something little. It's not maybe a lot for my community, but it's important because it's change and everybody can do whatever change to the climate actions. Thank you.
And if we can add something quickly to reiterate what we all said, which was the profit. USA mentioned how sometimes we acknowledge money more than the solution. And if we all acknowledge that if we shop locally, like Puerto Rico said, and we don't bring exportation, that reduces our carbon emission. So we have to be sustainable aware. So that's something that we try to emphasize that in our project of the sustainability of being aware, and that sometimes it is a sacrifice when it comes to our pockets, but it helps the planet in the long run, and this is the only home we have.
Because one of the things that makes fast fashion so appealing to the consumer is that the clothes are so cheap. And we now live in a society that's constantly promoting new trends each and every week, and the companies are pushing the clothes out to help us overconsume. So for us as pageant girls to reset the standard and to show that we've reworn our outfits multiple times, we're okay with being an outfit repeater, even if it's not seen as what's trendy right now. But showing the earth that we can do that, showing off our sustainable clothes, that we are out thrift shopping, or ways to make things cheaper. As sustainable clothes become more popular, we're gonna see that cost come down. It comes down to supply and demand. And then we're gonna see the rest of the earth getting on board with shopping locally, buying sustainable clothes, and even thrift shopping or outfit repeating.
And I also want to quick add something that all of the things, it's come to the education. The first thing that we as humans have is the education, and the education is the only thing that can nobody take away from you. So it's all start in the education, and that's why we all here, Team Americas, Africa, Asia, and Europe, we are here to educate people, to bring that knowledge to all of the person that it's lacking of the knowledge of the environmental problems. So I want to thank all of you for giving us this opportunity to bring themselves and the people who are watching us through social media and live, to be educated on environmental problems as us and the fast fashion industry.
Hello, xin chào. And I really think that we need use clean energy to make these projects, and choose recyclable products, and choose products that are good for the earth, okay? Like eco-friendly, cut-free, paraben-free, and we can use our beauty, our voice, and our influence on social media to show our eco-friendly looks and products, and this to make a difference in the world in which I live. Thank you.
Firstly, I would also like to call Colombia to the front as an example of how us as beauty queens can influence recyclable materials into our day-to-day wardrobe. So Colombia here is wearing a beautiful, gorgeous dress. Can you guess what the material's made out of? Pineapple fibers. Pineapple fibers. And look how beautiful it is.
Thank you so much for that introduction, because today we really want to deliver this message about the question you were asking. This sustainability is totally possible because we have to balance economy, society, and environment. That's the best way to ensure this sustainability. And actually, this is possible because we are rethinking about the importance of come back to nature resources. We have forgotten. We are really thinking about just getting too much an industry, but we can start to think about again our national resources. It's amazing how this dress being pigmentation with natural sources too. We're using flowers, we're using tea, coffee. So let's begin again. Let's start with thinking about how it's a really opportunity to reset our minds, because this is mindset, and of course just get together again with our sustainable development goals, because we're going to be thinking about taking care of water, doing like really decent employment, because we need to take care of everyone who is being part of the industry, and of course be responsible consumptions and producers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, America team. Let's take over this. All right, thank you, everyone. One more applause for our America teams. You guys can please go back to your seat. Thank you, girls.